Yo, what is popping, y'all? Shout to everybody, man. Shout to all my loved ones. Thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you guys for supporting me. Oh, excuse me. Let me get situated here. Yeah, this is how I like it. I got my other phone. I'm real right. I'm good money. I got to get these 4,000 hours. You heard? What's up, Jenny? Good to see you. Good to see you, Jenny. You're a wonderful person. I thank you for supporting my channel. Hold on, let me get Chuck. What it do? Good to see you, bro. Trying to get this 4,000 hours, man. I had got demonetized, so I wanted to remonetize the channel, and I deleted a lot of it. Out of the almost 3,000 videos I had, I deleted. It's down to like 200 and maybe like 50, let's say. And thank you, Jenny. And I might have made a mistake in deleting so many of the videos because it detracts the watch hours when you delete the videos. So now I got to get the 4,000 hours back again. You know what I'm saying? Not the whole 4,000. I got like, probably like, who knows? I got a decent amount, maybe like 1/8 of the 4,000 that I need to get. Julito, good to see you, brother. But I'm going to be doing a lot of lives. I'm going to be starting, Nikki, good to see you, Nikki. God bless you. I'm going to be doing 2 new channels. One is called Animals is G'd Up. Sean Little, what's going on? I'm gonna be doing Animals is G'd Up and Feats is G'd Up. One is on animals, the other one's on sneakers. I'm gonna make YouTube my job. You dig what I'm saying? I should have did it a long time ago, but I got a bad habit. What's up, B? Say good to see you, bro. I got a bad habit of stressing what I should have did instead of not worrying about it and just moving on. And that's what I'm going to be doing. You dig what I'm saying? I'm starting my life over, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get a new place. I'm going to go hard with this YouTube. I'm still doing the music. You know what I'm saying? And in a years from now, I know I'm going to look back and be like, yo, Quinn, you did what you had to do. God willing, God gives me the life, to make it to a year. Thank you so much, Nikki. You're the best. My other channel was Animals is G'd Up. Yeah, let me drop the link for y'all. Oh. All right, I'm gonna drop the link for y'all. Okay, hold on a second. That's the other channel. Don't pay no mind to the girl in the thong. You heard that? I'm gonna change that once I start that. And the channel will be officially popping off right around the 20th. See what I'm saying? I'm gonna go get a nice new cut and pop the channel off. I'm gonna be on the screen a lot more. Did I put it in the chat? Hold on. There you go. That's the channel. Everybody subscribe if you ain't subscribed. Don't worry about the fact that there's no animal content. We going get to it. You heard? On the first. Yeah, National G'd Up. That's a good. I'm gonna do that. I like that. But Animals is G'd Up. The whole. Thank you so much, Jenny. Like I said, don't worry about that girl in the thong. She's an animal. She belongs on that channel. But anyway, I'm happy to be here with y'all, man. I love y'all. I'm gonna be doing a lot of people already sub to it because it used to be Godfather G'd Up. Now it's Animals G'd Up. But I didn't use that channel. When I got demonetized, I made that channel. You know what I'm saying? Because they had or not demonetized, when they struck me, they had given me a channel strike. And I made it so I would be able to go, go live without having to wait to get off the punishment. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be subscribed, but it's all good, Like I said, on the 20th, I'm gonna pop it off. Animals is something that I have a lot of knowledge of. You feel me? Like that's something I'm very well versed in. It's something that people love. You dig what I'm saying? And I don't want to. I want to get away from, being on YouTube and watching people argue all day and the pettiness, the gossip, the backbiting, all the negativity of YouTube. If that's what people is into, there's plenty of that on YouTube. You dig what I'm saying? I want to get, not that I was really involved in it in the first place, but a lot of these channels that's on this side of town, it'd be a lot of craziness going on. Feel me? So, I want to move away from it. You dig what I'm saying? Really, to tell you the truth, me being unappreciative and, not, you gotta be mature sometimes. You dig what I'm saying? You can't be, I know you, I used to see you over there in Juma Cam. That's a fact, Sean. I love animals, B. I know so much about them. We could talk about animals all day. Mammals, insects, birds, anything. Mammals and I would say reptiles is probably what I know the most about. But I know a little something about insects too, and birds as well. That's what I really want to get more well versed on, the birds and the insects, But I want to learn about everything, and I'm also going to be including in the wildlife, in nature. There's also trees, fungi. I'm a fun guy. What's up, TT? Top of the morning. Grand rising. That's a whole fact. I'm one fun guy. So, but anyway, but all that is involved in nature. Plants, animals, mushrooms, and anything that comes out the soil that has life is a part of nature. The universe, all that stuff plays into nature. So I'm going to be talking about stuff like that too. Yeah, I had this channel for like 7 years. I'm going to be really going live now because I want to get monetized again. And I need the 4,000 hours. You feel me? Because I had gotten demonetized and I deleted almost every video. Or I had like 3,000 videos almost, like 2,700, something like that. And I deleted almost all of them. I only got like 200 videos left, like 250, something like that. And I'll find out right now. And what you call it, I shouldn't have deleted all of them because when you delete them, I didn't know the watch hours. Steven, good to see you. I didn't know that the watch hours go with them. Marcy, good to see you, Marcy. But like I said, it's a small thing because when you got a channel that has whatever I got for 1,500, 1,475, something like that subscribers, you could make it happen. I got 279 videos out of the almost 3,000 that I had. And I saved some of the lives that was like real important to me that you dig what I'm saying? Like that was special, that had people that passed away on them, like my man Barn, rest in peace, Barn. Shout to heaven and his family and his kids. Love y'all. My man T History. Rest in peace, True, LES. Feel me? Like there's videos of with them people, these people that I love on. So I saved some of them. I saved a bunch from my Cali people. Shout out to all my Cali brothers. I love y'all. K-Bar, Nath Bone, Keyway, Salo, Zico Loke, Nath Bone, the whole gang, you heard? Sicario from Compton Vario, the whole team. Feel me? Those are my Cali loved ones. I love y'all. They always been loyal to me. So the lives that I did, dedicating to them, I saved those. Feel me? Those are special to me. What's up, Kathy? Good to see you. Open a couple of times. Thank you, Marcy. You know what I'm saying? Submit and share. Max B is in the building. That's a whole fact. Shout out to Max B. Welcome home. But I saved some. Shout out to my guy Super. He was like, "Yo, Quinn, make sure you save some videos." So you know what I'm saying? A light 275. I might have to get rid of those ones, but I can save them to my device, like he said. So we're gonna make it happen. Like I said, the blessing is that in these 6-7 years that I've been on YouTube, now I know how to maneuver. Now I know how to make a channel work. What you can't do, because when I first started YouTube, shout out to the West, shout out to Marcy, that's a fact. She from the West Side, you heard? West Side, the best side. Shout out to my West Coast killers, you heard? But if you notice, I haven't cursed. I'm trying to get away from the profanity, because that's what hurt me in the long run when they demonetized me. The reasons they have for demonetizing me were because of vulgarity, the talking about what they mean, sensitive topics and promiscuous topics and stuff like that. At the end of the day, even though I like to speak about whatever I want to speak about, and I'm not for censorship. I want to get some money out of this YouTube thing, and I could always go do Patreon and wild out. You feel me? Or go on a channel that I'm not monetized on and wild out. Feel me? Yo, George, what it do? You feel me? So, YouTube don't want that. YouTube don't want people cursing. They don't want them talking about violence, about, people being unalived. You can't even say certain words anymore. About assaults, about the ratchets and the firearms and stuff like that. Like, I don't want you doing that. Feel me? What's up, Monique? Oh yeah, I don't have. Listen, and I wouldn't censor that, Steven. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's me. You've been with me for the longest, so you know how I get down. I don't want to censor anybody. All I ask is that when you're in the chat, don't curse in. Write curse words in the chat. You know what I'm saying? And we good. Feel me? It's good for me because at the end of the day, yo, Sean, man, yo, take that out of there, Sean, man. Do me that solid. Hold on, let me help you. Let me help you out. Let me assist you. Yeah, don't curse. Yeah, they'll have to enjoy it. But there's ways you could do it. You could you could mess up the spelling. I'm pretty sure they don't. I see people doing it in another. I do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's good for me. Like I said, when I'm around kids and my mother, I don't curse. I try my best not to. Feel me? I've been cussing a long time. It's in the ghetto, especially. That's how we grow up. You hear the old adults doing it. You know what I'm saying? And every other word is a curse. But at the end of the day, when you're in front of your boss, if your boss ain't having it, you're gonna curb your language. If you trying to get some money and you got to curb your language, that's what it got to be. Feel me? Sometimes you got to humble yourself too. You dig what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to humble yourself and do what you got to do for your family at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I got an autistic nephew that I love. I got a elderly mother that I love. You know, I got family that I help take care of. So at the end of the day, whatever I got to do to put $1 in my pocket, I'm gonna do it. Chicken boat up. Now you good, Sean? No worries. Y'all know me, man. Y'all know me well. If you know me, if you follow me on this channel, y'all know I'm loosey goosey. You feel me? I'm chicken butt know me forever. He knows I'm a bug out. You know what I'm saying? Shout to Lifesaver Gummies. You heard the shit is fire. Excuse my language. So, but the YouTube rules, though, right? I'm gonna let y'all know as far as the people that's on the panel. For the first 10 minutes, you're not supposed to say any curse words. Feel me? So I'm gonna try not to curse at all. Right, chicken butt? I'm filthy. That's right. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Sean. When you gotta call a spade a spade. I am a filthy potty mouth. Filth, flawn, filth, cockadoodie. You feel me? Like I said, we grew up like that. I've been cursing since a little kid. I remember when I used to go to school in Bedside, in like the second grade, the first grade, me and the little girl, she used to sit next to me, and we used to curse at each other, laugh about it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's always, it's always been around. If you come from the city, rather, it don't gotta be just the ghetto from the city. Especially like New York, Philly, places like Cali, Florida, like those type of cities, Miami, stuff like that. It's profane. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of cursing going on. Yeah, Connecticut, that's another state where they curse a lot. But I gotta watch my mouth because I want to pay. And YouTube ain't having it. They demonetized me. You feel me? When I first got demonetized, right? I didn't care. Now I do. New Jersey up. Scuzz Bucket, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we gotta bring. Yeah, I say Scuzz Bucket. I said the other day. Dirtbag, those are good, nice words. Those are wholesome. Yo, Exito, what up, boy? But like I said, you can still curse, but you gotta finesse it. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you an example. Detroit, yeah, that's a fact. Like, write it like this. There you go. Do it like that. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'll show you how. Let me write them in the chat for you. Hold up. Help you guys out. Let me give you. You know what I'm saying? You got to finesse it. You got to figure it out. Yeah, that's a fact. Sean, you're good at this. You dig what I'm saying? But like I said, man, I want to get paid. I'm trying to get these 4,000 hours. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be doing a lot more lives on this channel. And we're going to be going with the other channel, with the animal channel. I'm going to be doing a lot of content too. You dig what I'm saying? I'm going to be taking the time to make videos. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to start learning how to bring videos up on the screen, which that ain't too hard. You know what I'm saying? My brother, he's nasty at all that, so he's going to help me. But, we're going to get it popping. And I appreciate you guys, and I love you guys, and I thank you guys. Excuse me. for supporting me for all these years. You feel me? Like I got people that have been like Steven been with me for 6-7 years. Chicken butt. These dudes been around from day one. Yo, you know what I saved too, chicken butt? I saved a lot of videos. I saved the one with I don't know how to say this. Lard. Lard Rump. Call him Lard Rump. I saved that one. I saved the Cali Lives. I saved the one where A-Boy needed a new neck brace. Remember? And we all chipped in and donated. He gave them out. They gave them out. Steven, you should be getting yours any day now. My people got them. What's up, Halo? Salute. Halo in the building. He gave them out, Steven. As far as Ronald Hump is concerned, you know I'm not a fan of him. That's what got me demonetized. You know what I'm saying? I used to talk about him a lot. And also talking about vaccinations, medical stuff. I forgot what they called it, but it was a certain word, like sensitive topics or something like that. But YouTube is strict. Hold up a second, because I screenshotted what YouTube don't want you guys doing so I can help you out. All right, so let me tell you something. Let me show you something. Because, you know, people want to get their money. Tips. Here it is. All right, here we go. Inappropriate language, violence, adult content, shocking content, harmful acts and unreliable content, hateful and derogatory content, recreational drugs and drug-related content, firearms-related content, controversial issues, sensitive events, enabling dishonest behavior, inappropriate content for kids, incendiary and demeaning, tobacco-related contents. Damn, you can't talk about nothing anymore. They took all the good stuff. But YouTube didn't used to be like that. When I first started YouTube, you know, it was a party. You could do whatever you wanted. It started to get stricter and stricter and stricter. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time I was doing a live and I was telling people like, yo, they sent me a message saying don't curse no more. And this was early when people, you know, were still cursing and you know, people didn't believe me. Now look, you know what I'm saying? Now look. Yeah, it's gonna be a plan, babe. And listen, man, like I said, every now and again, you know, let me get monetized, and you know what I'm saying. And then, you know, I don't mind doing 1 or 2 chats where I bug out, but you know what I'm saying. For right now, let me get these watch hours. You heard? Let me get these watch hours. Let me get this bread, because you know when they demonetized me, I was still making money, so I didn't care. But you know now things is getting a little rougher, and at the end of the day, I've decided that YouTube is going to be, you know, one of the ways I get my money. It's something I enjoy. I don't got a boss over my back screaming at me, telling me what to do all day. If I got to watch my language a little bit, so be it. Feel me? You remember, right, Kathy? Kathy been with me since day one too. That's one of my day one, like day ones. Out the gate. Kathy, Eva, Chicken Butt, Honda Mommy, Heaven, rest in peace, Bond. Like, these are the people that was with me from the beginning. Rich Martinez, a bunch, man, a bunch. A lot that are not here now. Be Real, shout to Be Real wherever he's at. You know. Or Jessica, shout to Jessica. She's been with me since day one. She's still running around. Feel me? Shout to my son DBN. You know, these are people that have been with me since for a few years already. But you know, YouTube is changing. You got to remember, Diamond Princess, good to see you. Diamond, let me give you a wrench. I give everybody a wrench. I just ask that y'all nobody don't block nobody and time nobody out because I be on point. But I give y'all all the wrench so nobody can bother y'all. Almost everybody. Kathy, I love you, man. You're one of the best. But yeah, like I said, YouTube works off of advertisements. So if a guy has a business, he's not going to want to put a commercial or whatever on a channel where they're using every derogatory word in English language. And that's what my channel used to be. Larry Beach, that's the home. Yup. Bullish Gotti, early one. Bullish Gotti put my first live on, it posted my first live on his channel. And because of that, I've always stayed loyal to him. I never turned on him. Murpho, shout out to Murpho. You know what I'm saying? Those are my peoples. All right, you suited and booted, Diamond Princess. You suited and booted. You good to go. You got the fresh Gucci wrench. Feel me? And you as a business owner, you don't want to attach your brand to a heathen. To a dirty, rotten mouth, foul mouth heathen like myself. Feel me? And rightfully so. Listen. Thank you, Diamond Princess. There you go, Sean. For real. Listen, there's plenty of chats, right, on YouTube that you could go to, and there's beef. There's backstabbing, there's gossip, there's people trying to ruin each other, dox each other, kill each other, basically. Unalive each other. But if that's the case, then if that's what you on, there's plenty of channels like that. And shout to them. I don't judge nobody. Feel me? But even on my channel, I always kept it where, we keeping that stuff out of here. Because it'll eventually cause problems. I don't care who you are. Problems are gonna come behind that. And I had a little episode with one or two people. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say no names, but I was into it with one or two people. You feel me? A heathen, that's somebody who just lives wrong. They just live opposite of the Bible. You foul heathen, you like a vagabond, like a heathen, you know what I'm saying? Like they're just no good. I think that's what Aunt Esther used to call Fred Sanford. You heathen, Fred. Yo, Steven, I'm pretty sure you should check your food stamps. They probably there already. Or other states might be getting them at different times or something, but I'm going to be going live a lot. What I try to do is I try to go live when other people ain't live. You dig what I'm saying? I try to do that. I try to go live like, if I see my bro Rich Martinez on, I won't go on. Feel me? Well, let's say, I don't get me wrong. It ain't that serious though. I don't get mad if somebody's on while I'm on. That's That's a dub, you know. But I try to go live when, because I know people like to go to, you know, there's groups of people that like to be on live chats, and if two lives are on at the same time, I like to enjoy them sometimes too. You dig what I'm saying? But for the most part, I don't go on when people are on. I try to go live but when nobody's on. Oh my God, I love cold water. It tastes so good. When you're thirsty, I used to hate it when I was a little kid. When I was a little kid, like a real little kid, like from inception to around 16 years old, I used to love soda and juice. That's all I used to want to drink. And then one time I was working, and the summer's my first job. And it was hot. It was steaming hot, and I was thirsty. And I had money. I got just gotten paid, so I went and bought like a 1 liter soda, like the long joints. And I drank it, and I was still thirsty. And I said, "Nah, this soda's a dub. Like, soda don't work. It don't quench your thirst. It just makes you thirstier, even if it's cold. It won't quench your thirst like water." And from that day on, I started rocking with water. What up, Trick Boy? Salute, bro. Drank all the use, baby. Welcome. Yeah, I used to drink all juicing. Yeah, man. The G-Stir. It's crazy people call me G because I'm so used to being called Q. Because that's what everybody calls me, Q. But like I said, yo, share this live, like it, watch it. I'm trying to get 4,000 hours. Help the kid out. You feel me? Help your boy out. I deserve it. I don't ask for nothing. I try to support as much as I can. When I first started this channel, we was going hard with helping people. See, a lot of the newer people don't even know about stuff like this. Like me, King Troll, they call him King Troll now. But when he first started, he was 183rd B's. I call him B's still to this day. Feel me? Me, King Troll, Murph the Kenzo, shout to Murph the Kenzo, Barn, Heaven, Rich Martinez, Jessica, Che Hercules. We really used to be focused on helping people. Like, you know, I would go live and try to gather up money for people. Feel me? We would go to Kensington, Philadelphia. Oh, Tommy D, one of the main ones too. Can't forget my man Tommy D. Tommy D, absolutely. You know, we was about helping people. Well, you know, we went to Kensington, Philadelphia, right? I didn't put money up for the pizzas, but I bought cases of water. I paid for the tolls. You know, I took us to dinner. So I spent like $300 on that trip. But we put up money to help people, like a lot of money. Like they bought 60 pizzas. Do the math on how much 60 pizzas cost. Like I said, then the gas that it costs to drive out there to Philly, the tolls, cases of water, medical supplies, cigarettes. And we took that to Kensington, Philly, the worst, most dangerous murder capital slum, and fed people. A lot of people don't know about that. Feel me? But we used to help people. I used to go to Broadway and Myrtle. Me and Tommy went to Broadway and Myrtle. That's the homeless capital of New York right now. You feel me? It's a lot going on over there. If you know, you know. If you're from Brooklyn, you really know. Feel me? I'm from those parts. Feel me? Like you know, it's going down over there. That's all I'm gonna say. And we fed, yo, I bought like 70, 80 burgers from me and Tommy. Shout out to my son K-Bar, he donated. Some people donated too, you know. But we all put up money, we used to put up money and go feed people. Feel me? People may not know about that. They may see this channel and think that this is just a regular old channel. Nah, I just deleted 2,000 and plus videos. You dig what I'm saying? Like we was giving it up like that. You dig? We was about helping people. And I still am, you know? Oh, you used to live across the street from McPherson Park? All right. For the people that don't know, that's the most dangerous park in America. Everything is on deck in McPherson Park. They are not hiding anything. I got videos. I still got the McPherson Park videos. I saved those too. One of these days, I'll show them to y'all. But you know, there's syringes everywhere, empty bags everywhere. People are using narcotics in the open, broad daylight. You know, if you want to know what I'm talking about, just type Kensington, Philadelphia into the YouTube slot, and you'll see what it is. You know what it is. Like, that's the most dangerous place in America right now. Chicago and Philly. And even Chicago doesn't have the how bad Kensington, like an area that, how bad Kensington had gotten. Like, Kensington is on another level. Kensington is literally the pits of hell. It is serious. You know, if you got to go out there. It's one thing to see it on TV. Is another thing to be there. When you turn onto Kensington Avenue, you're gonna see stuff like, unless you was around New York in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, you remember stuff like that. New York used to be like that. Jersey used to be like that. Connecticut, like there was, you know, Philly. It's been like that for years in Philly. Don't get it misconstrued. Kensington been like that. I used to go out there in the late 80s, and it was like that. It was going down, you know. I know you do. Twig. You know, shout out to Kensington. You know, like, I got loved ones out there. My man Barn that passed away, he was from Kensington. My son Frank. You know, that's what got us to go out there, because I was, you know, rocking with them. You know, my man Frank got the channel Morals Over Money. He's been feeding people forever. You know, shout out to my son Frank. That's the homie. You dig? You know, I'm plugged in. I know people all over the world, and I'm thankful for that. You dig? That's the way it should be. We should be helping each other. We should be networking with each other. Feel me? You know, we really should be doing better. We don't got much time as a global community. The water's polluted. The sea levels are rising. The temperatures are changing. Like, we got to get it together. We got to come together. You know. Yeah, in the 70s is when it got crazy. In the 70s, that's when a lot of stuff went crazy. You know, New York, like I said, was like that for a long time. You know, for decades. But when Giuliani became the mayor, he started to clean New York up. And, you know, not that there isn't any illicit narcotics going on in New York, or a shortage of anything. You know, there's plenty of that going on still, but it's more down low. You know, you see syringes here and there, and you see dudes nodding out and homeless, and you see stuff like that. But, you know, it's a little more shade on it now. A lot more shade on it. Yeah, as far as the opiate epidemic, right? The tranquilizers and the fentanyl epidemic just really knocked the lid off of everything. But there's always been opiates going on. There's always been, that there's always been since the beginning of mankind. Like if you know the history, it grows out the ground. The opium, the morphine, all that stuff, the opium poppy comes up out the ground, and they've been using it for centuries. You probably could read about it in the Bible. You dig what I'm saying? They say, what's that guy's name? The conqueror. He was a big conqueror. Caesar, Julius Caesar used to give it to his men to numb them in battle. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I know, Kathy. I know. I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that it was Philly is off the hook. Like I said, I was out there 89, 90 those years. You know what I'm saying? So I remember. I know how Philly is. It's one of a kind. Philly's one of a kind. It goes down out there. They don't play no, even like I said, even in this day and age, man, the young boys is out there tearing it up right now. Like I said, you turn on to Kensington Avenue and it's like stepping into hell. It's literally like 10 dudes on one corner scrambling. And then across the street is 10 more. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going down out there, like hard body. Feel me? Hey, yo, listen, I'm going to get up out of here. I wanted to keep it to like a half hour, 40 minutes. I love y'all. I'll be on a lot because I need that 4,000 hours and I'm popping off the other channel, right? I love y'all. God bless you.